Hottest day of the year today, and it is banging. So I think I'm going to go out and ride. Just cleaned her up. She is looking good. That looks Look at that. Spotless. Wow. Hello everyone, welcome back to License to Ride. It's another voiceover video today because I'm having issues with my in-helmet mic, just a bit of wind noise. So yeah, just another voiceover one today, and then hopefully on Sunday's video there'll be a bit more of in-helmet mic action. So yeah, in today's video I just want to go over all of the reasons why I think that motorcycling can change your life, and try and convince those who are bordering on the fence to just kind of get out there and try it. It is honestly one of the best feelings I've ever experienced, and I've fallen in love so hard with it. It's a big passion journey for me. It's something that, you know, I want to keep making these videos and stuff, and I want this to be my life. This is going to be my hobby for life. So I just want to try and put that spark into maybe some other people who are bordering on the fence. Okay, let's start off by talking about the freedom and adventure factor of riding a bike. It is so unlike driving. So you might have experience on the road and think, you know, it's just going to feel the same. It really doesn't. You know, you're not stuck in traffic. You're flowing through the road. And even like short trips to the shops can feel like a mini adventure. You can find roads that you didn't know existed because you're, you know, using back roads all the time. And if you're like me, you've got aspirations to sort of go further afield with it and, you know, go into Europe, etc. And it's more viable than taking a car. And I can't explain why. I was thinking about this. I can't explain why that's true, but I would never just get in my car and want to hop across to Europe. But every time I get on the bike, it just makes me want to keep riding and riding and riding. And I think that speaks for, you know, the feelings that it gives you and how it can make you feel so free. I really enjoy it. So that's the first point, is the freedom and adventure, and it's like nothing else you'll ever experience. So if you are thinking about it, maybe try like a taste a day on CBT or something like that. I think they do stuff like that. You know, and if not, just if you're thinking about it, do the CBT and see how you feel, because, you know, even if you do it and don't use it, you then know, and it's fairly inexpensive in comparison to a driving license. Sorry. So it's not as if you're going to spend, you know, all of that money just to not use it. But yeah, I just think it's really important that you at least try if you are thinking about it, because the feeling is unmatched. And that feeling isn't just when you're carving through the back roads and flowing through bends. I genuinely enjoy kind of city riding. I enjoy going through the traffic, and kind of it makes you more aware. I think it makes you a better rider in some sense, because you're watching out for junctions all the time and you're keeping an eye on everything, and I think that makes for a good rider. And honestly, it's very fun. Obviously, if you're safe and you feel confident, that's the main thing, is that you feel confident on the bike. And that actually brings me nicely onto my next point, is that riding actually boosted my confidence and my skills. So learning to ride gave me a whole new skill set. It's balance and throttle control, slow speed maneuvers, like I talked about in my first video, which if you haven't, go and check it out. But you become more aware of your surroundings, and reading the road, predicting traffic. I mean, that needs to be taken with a pinch of salt, because I don't think you should ever try and predict a car driver's moves. But yeah, and just improving reaction times. And that sounds like a bad thing. It sounds like you're getting pulled out on all the time, but it's not. It's more, you know, you're reacting to things at a different pace on a bike. It feels like you're going faster than you are most of the time. And it definitely teaches you discipline and responsibility. You have to stay sharp and alert. And overcoming that initial fear of riding bikes, also just a massive confidence boost, because once you're out on the road and you're sort of taking roundabouts and doing junctions and these cars are flying past you, you realize that actually you can do it. And if you can handle a motorcycle, it actually makes you a better car driver. At least in my opinion, that's how it makes me feel. But yeah, I remember being so nervous on my first ride after my CVT and going out on my own. But just a few short weeks later, I feel completely in control, and it's just an amazing transformation, and I feel so confident on the bike. And it's honestly, it's translated into confidence in real life, and I can't explain why. But I just feel more complete as a person and more confident. So yeah, take from that what you will. I'm sure everyone's different, but yeah. On to my next point, the biking community. And you'll see a couple of times in this video, bikers going past will give you a nod, and that's completely normal on a bike. When you ride, you instantly become part of the community, no matter L plates or if you're learning, no matter what level you're at. People seem to kind of invite you into this community, and I've joined a couple of Facebook group actually for the local area, and it even states on their rules and stuff like that, they're completely beginner friendly. They did a post to welcome us and whoever had joined that day, and I was comparing this to the car scene. So obviously I drive, and I've joined a couple of car groups before, and honestly it seems to be more sort of fighting in there more than anything else. There's always people disagreeing, but in these bike groups, it's people helping each other out. It's just a great community to be part of. It's full of friendly, helpful people with advice on any aspect of riding, whether it's the gear, bike recommendations, or if you're just looking for new friends. And that's the other thing is riding with friends is just, it takes the motorcycling to the next level. It's group rides, exploring new roads together, and stopping at cafes and stuff like that. To me, that is what motorcycling at its core is. That is what you're joining into, and I think it's a really great community to be part of. And before I started riding, I never expected to be so welcomed into it. And even people that I've bought stuff off. So I bought some secondhand boots from a guy, and we ended up talking. He added me to a WhatsApp group, and this is all through Facebook Marketplace, and I've just never had that before. And I know that sounds a bit shady, but it doesn't feel like that. There just genuinely is so many nice, genuine people in the biking community, and it is amazing. Now, the next point I want to go over is the affordability, and this comes with a huge caveat, because obviously everyone is in different positions. Not everyone is lucky enough to be in a position to maybe have this as a hobby, because while it is more cost effective, and I think this is relevant to the car scene again, it does come with a cost, but the cost is dramatically low compared to if you wanted to do all this sort of stuff in a car. And many people think motorcycles are expensive, but actually they're much cheaper to run than a car, and for the most part they are cheaper to buy. So I'll overlay some 125 prices, some used 125 prices, if you're thinking about getting into it. And sort of some of the deals that are out there, and I think there is some great value out there if you're looking to get into it. And it's not just buying the bike, it's the fuel efficiency. A 125, for example, again, everything's going to be relevant to learners here for the moment, because that's where I am with my journey. But a 125 bike can get over 100 mpg. It's just ridiculous compared to thinking I think I get about 33 out of my car. The insurance can be cheaper, I think, once you get into it, but at the moment I feel like insurance cost is probably where most of your money is going to be going if you're a learner or just starting. Their prices are actually insane at the moment, so just bear that in mind. But then you make that back in other places, like road tax. Mine was £25 for the year, so it's nothing. And then your maintenance costs are cheaper because it's a smaller engine. If you need to get it serviced or something like that, it is going to be cheaper. You use less fluids, etc. It's a smaller engine. The parts are cheaper. And you don't have to get it serviced or anything by a garage. Bikes are very DIY friendly, I guess. Basic servicing, oil changes and chain adjustments can literally be done in the driveway. It just takes a couple of searches on YouTube to get what you need to learn, and you could go outside, given that you've got the tools, and go and do it yourself. It really is that easy. And I think that's what also draws me into it, and hopefully further down the line I can do some videos on this. But I think the idea of bike maintenance is really cool. I think the way that you can kind of pretty much do anything to it and you can learn anything on it because it's so easy to work on. It's all in one place. It's not like a car where it's hidden under any body panels, etc. It's all under fairings, which are just a few screws and they're off. So I really like this about motorbikes as well. And for the price of a second-hand car, you can get a great beginner bike, all the gear, and you'll still save money, which you can then put into insurance because they will rinse you. But yeah, you can save a lot of money even if you're not looking to do this as a hobby and it's just a way to get around. I feel like it's the perfect solution, and there's just no better feeling while you do it. So yeah, big advocate for this. And finally, I just wanted to bring it full circle and talk about how every ride feels like an adventure again. Just how you feel connected to the road, the elements, and the ride itself. You experience the world differently. You feel the wind. You can actually feel like you're part of the environment instead of just watching it through your car windscreen. And just how simple trips for lunch can just be so exciting. It just changes how you travel in general, I guess. And just the adventures you can have just seem to be endless. And I hope that comes across in my future videos, because I want you guys to feel how I feel about it. I'm extremely passionate about this. And I can't wait to take it to the next step and get on my full license and a big bike, and then we can really start sort of ramping up what these videos contain and start doing longer trips. And if you are here at the end, I am thinking about planning a weekend trip on a 125 and sort of see how far we can get. So yeah, if you did want to see that, make sure you subscribe, drop a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.